and subscribing. And one of the things today is we are going to do a channel update. Now, for those of you who are new, what I try to do is every so often go ahead and just catch up with what's going on with me, the channel, what my goals are, all that stuff. And you can kind of see the process throughout time. And I've been doing this for about a year now, so there's some important stuff that I need to reflect on. So first things first, what I've started to notice is that the channel is growing, and also what it is that I'm doing as a channel is helpful to people, right? I get thank yous and all that stuff, and that's really, really cool. That's really rewarding. And what I'm trying to look for more is how can I better what I currently have, right? How can I make whatever the channel currently is, who it's targeting, and make it more geared towards them, make it grow, make it more shareable, right? Because, you know, channels grow, people like click the share button. And all of that, what can I do, right? And I've really been trying to figure out what is it about this particular channel that's working, that's not working, things that I like, things that I would like to improve, things that the audience likes, things the audience would like to improve, all of that, and just put it all together and sort of make the channel better. So when I initially built this channel, what it was because I wanted to get a job in web development. And what I decided to do was just start recording my experience. I figured that it would start giving me a online presence of some kind that I could use as a reference point. And what ended up happening is I started realizing I couldn't find other YouTubers with the questions that I had, so I built my own. So I started answering those questions, I started finding those things, and that's still the case, right? That's why I do some of the questions that I do. And now that I'm in the field, having taught myself, there's that. So it's been a really fun journey and really interesting, and the way I've done the videos has also changed. When I first started, I would do constant cuts. And the reason I do those constant cuts is because I was constantly saying all the time, and I wanted to cut those out. And then I started doing more edits to it, and then I put background music, I did all this stuff, and eventually what I realized is there was really no point in that actual investment. My viewership really didn't care, or attention time or anything really didn't care. And so then I was like, well, why am I putting in all this extra work? I think they're better, but that doesn't really seem to be the feedback I'm getting. So instead what I end up doing is, over time, just doing a little bit less edits, and ultimately it's gotten to the point where I'm growing my family, I'm much more busy, and you know, I've got the job that I'm trying to learn and invest in, so my time is even more limited than before. And you know, editing takes time, so I'm like, you know what, I'll just go ahead and just do full takes, because as it is, I do long form content. My average video is like 15 minutes, right? So it's really not the best, but really it's not the best. It's not the best for all people. And even for me, really, the thing is when I started my channel, I used to watch things like Eli the Computer Guy and Simple Programmer, and these guys had long form content. It was 15 an hour, whatever it was, episodes, or I call them episodes, because I would actually be able to like just listen to it at work and do my thing and move on. And that's kind of what I was hoping to do, was essentially become that next Simple Programmer, or whatever the case is, where I can just talk and talk and talk and not really have to worry about the ums and the ahs and whatever. And I knew that would come with practice, right? Even right now it still slips out, but I am getting better and I'm being more aware of it, so that with time it becomes less of an issue. But I digress. The point is that the channel has been changing, and now that it's kind of started to grow, it's started a little bit more of a core audience, I need to know, what should I be doing? And so I put out that question to my subs, and I asked, and still do. And what I've decided to do is I need to start looking at tweaking the channel, because really this channel for me is going to become, and already has to some extent, become a platform, my main platform for whatever it is the channel is supposed to do. When I started the channel, I didn't really have a clear direction for it. I didn't really necessarily know what it is I was hoping to gain from it, other than to have a web presence of some kind. Now what it is it's going to become a marketing platform. Don't worry, it's not become all sales or anything like that, but what I mean by that is I say codechris.com at the end of every episode. It's become a brand, which was my goal. I was always to become a brand, and so now it's a brand. My subscribers have been so cool that apparently I've gotten enough attention that other YouTubers have asked me to interview with them, and that's really cool. Like, that was super big deal for me because these are people that I follow and they're talking to me. Like, that is really cool. Like, to be on a conversation with other YouTubers who I've followed, and it makes you realize, like, everybody, like, we're all just people. Like, everything's like, there is no celebrity in YouTube. I like the idea that on YouTube there really is no celebrities. Well, I mean, I guess there are, like, the YouTube celebrities who have like millions and millions of subscribers, but I don't know, at least within our field I feel that's not really the case. So that's kind of cool. Like, everyone's just kind of like a normal person who, you know, has, you know, a few thousand subscribers or whatever. So it's kind of cool. Anyways, the point is, the channel is going to be changing a little bit, and I've been testing out, experimenting with a few different ideas or approaches, little stuff to just see what affects numbers, what doesn't affect numbers, what causes a spike, what doesn't. And I've been trying this for a while, and I have a lot of data to go off of now. And really what I need to do is start investing more into my channel, and that goes into the editing time, that goes into the SEO time, that goes into a whole bunch of stuff. And, you know, I don't know, I'm curious. This coming soon, this channel's future is very interesting. It's going to be a little bit different, and I don't really know what I mean when I say that, but I definitely do think I'm going to have some fun and do, I don't know, just change things up a little bit. But I'm still restricted, right? I've still got the limitations. Nothing's changed. I still have the same limitations as far as time goes. So you can't do too much editing, but you should do some editing. But you gotta do something. But you know, does editing even matter? Does anybody even care? It's a good question. I'm waiting for that feedback at this time, at the time of this recording. So we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, that's the updates for the channel. Now, as far as me, so obviously I'm working a new job. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the people I'm working with. I enjoy the work environment, the bosses, the culture. You know, it seems like a company where they really do care about their employees, and they want to make their employees happy. And it's good to go somewhere where the week goes by like that, man. Like, let me tell you, like, Monday through Friday just goes by like that. And it just zoomed right by for me, right? Previous positions, Monday through Friday, yeah, but this is just like that. You know, it's a lot of fun. It's challenging, but the right amount of challenging, right? And it's clear to me that, you know, they're giving me the right amount of challenge, where it's really enjoyable, and like, you're scratching your head and you figure it out and you keep going. You don't mind spending a little more time or whatever. You don't feel pressure. It's the kind of work environment that I'm very happy to be in. So, you know, I'm very thankful for that. And really, what ends up happening next is the next stage for me is generating some sort of additional revenue. Ideally passive, but I think I need to do some investment, and I'll have a different video where I talk about, you know, generating extra money, you know, on a monthly basis. But that's what I'm trying to do. Is, so I've got my work set up. I've got that schedule set up. I'm going to invest a little more in YouTube, and now I need to have this side project and start to generate some additional side revenue. And how the structure of that works, how specifically or what specifically I do with it, is still kind of a toss-up in the air. I think I know, but I definitely do need some more time to make it work. So, you know, if it's like a month from now, and it's like, well, Chris, you still haven't generated extra income. Yeah, well, it takes time. Like, there's an investment time in this. Just remember, at the same time, I have a new job with with some new skill sets that I'm going to have to acquire, as well as just on my own, doubling up and learning things. You know, web development is never really over, right? So that education time is still blocked in there. I never stop trying to learn something new or better my current skill set, or you gotta keep up with what is going on in the industry. There's a lot of stuff to think about. So regardless, I don't know, just keep an open eye out things are gonna start changing. And with with all that being said, I just want to fill you guys in. This is it. Thank you. Have a nice day.